Hey guys, so the question is simple. What was disappointing in Rise and now in Sunbreak is useless? If nothing came to your mind, let me help you a bit. Aphids. Yeah, the first time when many of us saw these monsters, we thought about deviant monsters, and perhaps the most interesting thing were those hopes of new armor sets. However, things didn't really turn out to be as we hoped. Instead, we received some cool weapons, quite pricey but achievable, without that many issues, unless you really hated the rampage. And some months later we had access to normal hunts, making this whole process way easier. Let's look at the bright side. In Rise these weapons were quite interesting. On the negative side, there were weapons like the gunlance that pretty much destroyed many normal choices, if that makes sense. All good and cool, but now in Sunbreak, what is the purpose of these monsters? They provide some great fights, but other than that they are pretty useless, because we cannot further improve the rampage weapons, which would have been an issue as the base game. But there was no need for these monsters to be just as mementos of the base game. I believe Capcom could have done something really interesting, because right now the only way to actually fight these monsters is by jumping into an anomaly quest. And to be honest, it would have been an amazing surprise if they had dropped different items to create armor sets, with unique approaches or some cool combination of skills, because the anomaly quests are not the easiest ones, and on top of that, having to fight an Apex is a decent challenge. Let's look at another option. Maybe new armor sets are out of the question, but what about something like new weapons, instead of throwing fire over fire element? And that's exactly what makes me question, who's behind the creative team in Monster Hunter? The asset is already there, and it could have provided something meaningful, other than just throwing melding items with low ratios. It is a shame, but every time I look at these monsters, I think in the world of possibilities that could have been, but aren't. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.